Hello everyone, this is AmberAnkNA here. Welcome to my channel. Well, I play a variety of games and do narrations for fanfics. I'm really hoping you enjoy my content. If you do, make sure to comment below, leave a like, and subscribe with the notifications on. Right, so next time, this is AmberAnkNA. Welcome to my channel. So, hi. Okay. That's what the remainder of her morning, preparing for the following day's interview in full suit. After her meds kicked in, she felt a swift relief from the intense fear that had crept into her mind. During her research, she recalled names and locations, but couldn't clearly remember many of her own experiences. The tiny bayside town, like bubbles floating on the breeze. As soon as she reached out the gasoline memory, it burst before she could reach it. Masters figured it meant her time there must have not had been impactful or memorable, but she knew she spent most of her childhood in Akebe. Wasn't impactful. Nah. It was impactful, Mass. It just... You forgot. And I wonder why. I will say that's one thing I'm not saying. I let the story itself say. She moved to Seattle, returned to her hometown for a brief time, then moved again to begin her undergraduate degree, which she completed in 4 years. It seems like a lifetime ago that the photographer even set foot in the place where she grew up. Yet a murder happened shortly after she left, only to be discovered months later. The victim was a teacher at Blackwell County, and she recognized the name. I wonder who that teacher is. Mark Jefferson is the name. But no solid memories existed to separate him from anyone else. No solid memories. There are memories of Mark Jefferson. Masters, you forgot. I won't say why. Again, that's all I can say. It didn't surprise the girl that it was tough to recall much of her past. For the better part of the last few years, her main priority was the future, now completely focused on her career. True math, sure math. Sure, let's go with that. But truly, you just don't remember because reasons, so I will say. If it weren't for her co-workers and just assistants, Max probably would have continued to work throughout her lunch. It just happened that a test match food truck was set up only a block from the office in front of the largest building in the area. So she and Maria saw the short distance for a quick bite to eat. They didn't speak that much, so they implied past the crowd into the truck. The girls ordered then paid for their meals, but hardly a word between them. Yet that was perfectly fine with Mass. She felt cool around Maria, and that wasn't a feeling she experienced too often. Maybe it was the idea that she might have a new friend, or perhaps growling stomach took her mind as priority. Nevertheless, her anxiety was tucked away and didn't peek out like it typically would in a similar situation. Every bench and every tiny round table with an umbrella were taken, so the girls gathered their food and marooned back towards their place of employment. Since there were no spots available near the truck, They would find another space and enjoy their meals. This is nice. New job, new friend. I could definitely get used to this. Are you worried that someone who killed a man asked for you? Maria spoke up, then paused, taking a large bite of her soft chicken taco, letting the juices of dip from the center of her mouth into the asphalt. Despite having a mouthful, the seasoned reporter continued. I mean, damn, Mass, I know journalists put their lives on the line every single day, but shit! It's not like you can really say no, but like, I don't know, that's shit's heavy. They were in Papa Den's the 12-inch wide concrete railing that surrounded the freshly carried parking lot with the food and drinks softly placed on top. Matt took a strip of her cherry choke to wash the first bite down, then patted her mouth with the single thin napkin she was given with her order. She gazed over at her party, whom she desperately hoped she could soon call a friend, and explain, I don't know what choice I have. Weston also sent me an email saying Jane wants the camera turned off when I'm there. She wants nobody else in the room either, so it can be just me and her. Am I worried? Hell yes! Terrified! Melissa looked around, appearing to make sure no one else was within earshot of the pail. She swallowed her bite, took a quick strip of water, and circled close to the mask. You know, there's one way you could be taken off the assignment, right? Like, if you actually don't think you can handle it, Weston is reasonable. But you have to go a little bit above and beyond to get what you want. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? The woman bit her lip and went at the brunette. It's how I got the best assignments early on in my career. Spain boated me to where I am now, and where I am today. What? Master choked on her shoulder, coughing several times before getting a clear breath of air. You don't mean... Are you serious? She could feel her face tighten as she reacted to the implication of what Maria was assessing. So, you're straight with him? Sorry, but... Ew, gross! Oh boy. Maria's sleeping with Weston, oh god. I don't even like the thought of that, and I'm gonna set up before I spoil. Keep your voice down, Mass. No fucking drives me. I did what I had to do to advance my career. You do the same damn thing if you want to get ahead. But no. I never gone all the way with Weston. He's married and has 2 sons and a daughter. I only helped him out a few times several years ago. Though, I'd do it again if I needed to. Helping out? Damn it. That's fucked up. Maria, no offense, but I could never do something like that. I want to use my skills and experience to make my way up. Plus, I'm not attracted to him. Like, at all. Attraction has nothing to do with it, girl. We see if you keep that innocent sit going after several months working your ass off with little to show for it. We all do what it takes. I'm pretty sure it's no big secret. Keep your mouth shut about this. I know I'm not the only one who's used my resources to gain an advantage around here. We do what we need to do. Then we do our jobs. It's all business. Dylan softly he balled up her foil wrapping and swept the last few drips from her styrofoam cup. She bobbed her head towards the near corner of the parking lot and made her way to the gray trash can assigning her items. After another wink and message to Weston, Maria Jackery bowed, then disappeared inside the building. Damn, I knew this song was too good to be true. He's wrong though. I would never stoop to that level. I put myself without taking shortcuts, and fuck, that's gross shit. Fuck that gross shit. No way. The brunette discarded her trash and followed the woman back inside the office building. When she returned to her criminal, she noticed Maria had headphones on and enjoying music while she worked. The woman bounced her head up and down and craned her neck back and forth, mouthing the words as she listened. Max noticed the woman was locked into Spotify, shaking her hips in her chair, charging it to Mercury walk back and forth in rhythm. She almost made a comment but didn't want to interrupt or intrude. The younger girl sat back at her desk and resumed researching her first assignment. Besides getting up to use the restroom once, she didn't leave her desk for hours as she was deeply involved in her work. At the end of the day, the photographer signed out the camera and her boss listed in his assignment detail email. Maria joined Max on her way out with a sucker in her mouth and walked with her to the parking lot. Without relaying any words, she embraced the brunette with a quick side hug near her car before disappearing inside her vehicle. It was a little odd how joyful the woman was. Max figured her comic stunning once would have pissed the reporter off, but she didn't appear to hold it against her. In fact, she seemed overjoyed for some reason. Maria backed up, then stopped beside the spot where Max was standing, suffocating with her keys and car door. She tilted her sunglasses down from her face, showing her eyes as she stood back to Max. I got my Anisa interview in the morning. Maria called out from the halfway rolled down driver's side window in her back BMW. Was it simply the same time as your interview, I believe. I don't talk with you before. The Tory-killed woman imparted. Good luck with your prison interview. You're gonna kill it. Oh, too soon? She toggled. Just remember that the inmate asked for you. You're the captain of the ship. I'm the captain? For some reason, I noticed strange waves of undeniable nostalgic energy briefly west through her entire body. Yeah, you're in charge. Take lead and don't let her control the conversation. Maria reached up and swiped a strand of obviously dried blonde hair from her eyes, tricking it behind her ear. You're a bad bitch, remember that. She pressed the tips of her wing and pointed her finger to her hips and then blew a kiss in Master's direction. A stiff kiss motion. Have a nice evening, Maria. Max hesitated, awkwardly waiting with a loose whistle and insisted on racing out towards her pail. She would think with the bond didn't notice her joking, I guess. Damn, you don't have to be a total dweeb, Max. Night-night, hun. After readjusting her glasses and looking forward towards the parking lot exit, Maria lifted one hand up beside her head and moved her fingers up and down in a sort of chain of wave. The woman pulled the gill sip down and for the gas. She peeled out of the parking lot like she didn't have a care in the world. Wowzer. Even her wave is cold. Maybe we will be friends. Max hopped in her car, turned the key in the ignition, and was quickly on the road. She couldn't wait to get back to her apartment and resume research for the following day's interview. Her mind was lost in thought during her drive, so the trip didn't seem that long. Before she knew it, she was arriving at a point where she was glad to completely let her guard down and relax a little. After an almost too hot sour and a small honey and cheese sandwich with chips and a pickle spare, Max picked back up where she left off at work. She was planning to only use the interview questions her boss provided. But there were other things she wanted to know that were not listed. For his email, Wilson seemed to be fine with deriving from his planned question as long as he brought back compelling information that would both make a good story and please the government officials who were interested in this case. After a couple of hours had passed and being deeply involved in her work, Matt suddenly realized she neglected to call her parents as they had asked her to do on a daily basis. She knew they literally worried about her well-being and made it abundantly clear it was tough to let their only child move so far away. Wanting to play their own path through life without being close by was obviously not an easy thing for them. While she was in college, Matt still lived at home and commuted to campus for classes. She was very aware of her mom and dad's need to hear from her, and she felt terrible. It was starting to get late without her checking in yet. The brunette picked her cell and called her parents' line. After 2 weeks, her mother abruptly answered. Mass! We were beginning to get worried. Your dad wanted me to call you hours ago, but I knew you remembered. Anyway, how are you, sweetie? Her dad's muscle voice grabbed up here. Yeah, it's her, Ryan. I'm sorry, Mom. It's been a long day. Long is a damn understatement. We were just worried, that's all. So, tell us about your day. Matt's nose and more discernible background hum. Realizing she was now on speakerphone. Assumingly, so her father could join the conversation too. Honestly, she paused considering for a moment. It was great. Had my first assignment tomorrow morning. Oh, honey, that's fantastic. We're super proud of you. She could tell the woman really was delighted by the waggling of her voice. Yeah, it's nice to feel like I'm driving into my career and all. Plus, the assignment involves a lot of murder that happened at K Bay of all places. Crazy, right? As for her mom unexpectedly coughed and her father muttered some words she couldn't quite make out. I know. I never even heard of anything like that happening in my hometown. But the murderers asked for me specifically to interview her. I was worried about it most of the day, but for some reason, I'm excited now. Mass, you can't! Ryan sounded from the distance, but was clearly audible over the phone. A scuffling sort of seemed to break out on her parents' side, and her father's voice was amplified as if he had pressed the phone directly to his mouth. This is a terrible idea, sweetie. Tell them no. We don't have to do this. We can find some other role for you. What the fuck? Dad! No, I want to do this. Matt struggled hard to push away the confusion and flickering anger. This is my career and I have an opportunity to. Before she could finish, she was utterly interrupted. Stop! It doesn't matter what you want. Sorry, sweet, but it's true. We, don't want this impacting your mental health. You're already on anti-anxiety medication. This could severely set you back. I forbid it. Stay the night and then come home tomorrow. We worry about moving you back to Seattle later. What? Back home? No. I'm still taking my mids, Dad. I'd be fine. Why are you so worked up? I'm just worried about you, Max. This may sound puzzling, but life is complicated. We are parents, and it's our job to ensure your health and safety. You'll understand one day when you have children. And I'm telling you, I'm fine. I'm an adult doing my adult thing. You have to let go, Dad. You and Mom. I got this. Love you. Probably not wanting to hear them smuggling her anymore, but mostly because she didn't want to say anything she might regret. Max hit the end button on her phone and powered it down. She knew there would be messages to deal with later, but she didn't care. So call them tomorrow after her interview to prove that they should have back off and let her live her life. God, they unbelievable. I'd be fine. What she said was true. It had been a very long day and so emotional day. She knew tomorrow was going to be difficult and mentally taxing. So she closed her laptop and fiddled around her bag, finally locating her pills. After swallowing one down with a gulp of water, she used the bathroom and tucked herself in bed, her anxiety demoralized, staggering from her mind. As it typically did after taking her medicine, she quickly drifted off to sleep. Oh, those. Oh boy, Master's parents overprotective as usual. They are overprotective, really. Always will be. Hi everyone. This is Emily 2000 again. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Because, I really did enjoy making it. But, so I hope you enjoyed it. Comment, like, and subscribe with the notifications on down below. Till next time, bye!